When it comes to women, there's a lot to take into consideration. What you're gonna say, if you look your best, how you're gonna come off with confidence, and so on. With the help of me, the one thing you won't have to worry about is your scent. I have for you the top 10 panty dropping cologne fragrances so you can bag yourself a baddie on a budget. Also, all these options are great, but one of them are the best. Stick around to find out. I'm gonna kick this off strong with a fragrance from Latafa. The fragrance is none other than Vintage Radio EDP. It's a clone of Venetia's Paragon, which by the way would cost you $410, while this is $28. With this, when you first spray it, it'll come off fruity, sweet, and vanilla-like, along with this creamy smoothness to it. You know, I've always talked about how I liked Bourbon Oud Sublime before this. What made me like this over that is the fact that they combined gourmand and fruity notes together and made such an elegant scent, while Bourbon Oud Sublime is just juicy. With this, you get the best of the gourmand and fruity world for 6 to 8 hours. With this, I recommend no more than 6 sprays, because after that, you're just ruining it. If you plan on getting this, you should wear it when it's you and the missus' anniversary. Not only will she have good gifts and a great time, she'll also have an immaculate smelling man. So far, Vintage Radio has a very strong lead, but I feel like some fragrances in here are going to be able to take its spot. Next fragrance coming up is one that hasn't been on the channel for a while now, and I kind of miss it, I can't lie. That fragrance is our Moths Odyssey EDP. This is a clone of Tom Ford's Noir Extreme, and if you know, that's a very OG scent. Noir Extreme would run you up about $160 to $280, well this will cost you $30. I haven't smelled Noir Extreme recently, but from my recollection of it, it was like a very chocolatey scent, and it was very intense on the chocolate. But if it's anything like I remember, this is honestly better than it in my opinion. Why I say that is because yeah, this has that chocolatey sweetness, but then there's florals and woods that give it that rich, smooth, luxurious vibe. You finna smell luxurious at a cheap price for 6 hours? That sounds like a steal to me. To get the maximum amount of projection out of this without overdoing it, I would recommend 4 to 6 sprays with this. That's actually so foul, bro. Noir Extreme came out 9 years ago and would still run you up $300 to this day. Like, that's kind of crazy. It needs to be one of those fragrances that you rarely wear, but when you do, it's finna hit every time. Now, wear it to surprise the missus, you know, when y'all going for that hug and she's like, ooh, is that you that smells that good? Yeah, she talking about you. Or if you're looking for love, wear it at a function. You gonna stand out from all the other guys and the women gonna need you. I'm not gonna lie, Odyssey Home is tough, but Vintage Radio is just better. Okay, maybe you're looking for something that focuses on being sleek and smooth. Well, I have for you Lafa Velvet Oud. This is a clone of Tuscan leather scent, and I'm not gonna lie, 18-year-old fragrance being $500 is blasphemy. Gang, the fragrance is almost as old as me. Like, I get it, it's a goat, but damn, bruh, $500 is hard to come across. When you first spray this, it's gonna be leathery, dark, and velvety smooth. When it dries, the leather's gonna pop out more and the suede's gonna tone down a bit. Just like Tuscan leather, this is a perfect cuddle buddy scent, except you won't have to donate 2 kidneys to afford it. You might have met a girl or already have one. Either way, when y'all are laid up together, she gonna get mad when you try and leave. Not only is the scent good, but it got some longevity and projection to it. It's intense and it lasts for up to 6 to 8 hours. With it being so intense, I can only recommend you 4 sprays with this, bruh. 6 can really kill the vibe. Save yourself from all the extra spending and get this $30 clone. This is bound to get you a bad gal on your side. With this next fragrance coming up, I thought Club de Nuit was doing better than it, but it actually just isn't at all. That fragrance is Latafa's Rave Now EDP. This is a clone of Creed Aventus, which can range from $265 to $495. Back to Club de Nuit though, I actually found out that it's actually the worst clone of Aventus, and this is the best, respectfully. I feel like with Club de Nuit, it's too intense and it's rough, while this is not as intense, but it's smooth, and I prefer that. With this, you'll get some tart fruity freshness, florals that give this a touch of sophistication and earthiness. This is one of the more mature fruity scents, not like Vintage Radio or Bourbon Oud Sublime. It's for the person who wants to come off manly and alluring to these women. With Rave Now, you'll smell manly and fresh for up to 4 to 6 hours. I recommend 6 sprays with this, because 4 would be too light and 8 would be too pungent, obviously. If you start talking to a woman with this on, she gonna know she in the presence of a real mature man. Oh, you thought I forgot? Nah, Vintage Radio is still in the lead, by the way. Next fragrance coming up is Eternal Oud. This is cloning one of the better fragrances in my opinion, Mason Francis's Grand Soir, which will cost you $245, while with this you'll almost get the same scent for $28. I said almost because there's some good touches in this that you won't get out of Grand Soir, like a powdery feel. When you initially spray this though, you'll get some amber, vanilla-like sweetness, spices, and luxurious woods. If you plan on picking up Eternal Oud, wear it on a date, because 1 of 2 things are gonna happen. She's either gonna ask you out on another date or come back to the crib. Yeah, Eternal Oud is taking Vintage Radio spot. I forgot how great this scent is. God, bro. But with this next one, I think Eternal Oud's gonna be up there just for a little bit, because we got the boss, bro. Afton's 9 p.m. Now, if you know anything about me, I've been loving Afton's 9 p.m. ever since I got my nose on it. This is a clone of JPG's Ultra Mall and actually better than its OG. Keep in mind, the OG will cost you $162, while the better better scent will cost you $30. I've said it before and I'll say it again, 9 PM is one of the smoothest cologne fragrances that you can get today. Don't get me wrong, JPG Ultra Malt is cool, but I feel like it's very common due to JPG's popularity. What makes 9 PM better is, for one, the cologne is not going to be more popular than the original, so that means less people are wearing it. For two, the scent has more variety to it than Ultra Malt, making it a lot more intriguing. It has fruits and florals that give this an elegant, vibrant feel, along with spices that pair well with the vanilla-like sweetness. Imagine you spent $150+ on a fragrance thinking you finna bag a baddie and you get dubbed the whole time. Then someone who spent $30 on the same scent is pulling more than you? Just pack it up and get Afton's 9 PM, bro. With this next one, it's strong competition to Afton's 9 PM, but I don't think it's gonna do it. That fragrance is Hawass for him. It's a clone of Invictus EDT, the first of its fragrance line, and despite it coming out 12 years ago, will cost you $122 to $163, while this is $25. This fragrance is for the man who wants to come off masculine, fresh, and clean to the women he dealing with. It's a vibrant scent with tart fruits like lemon and apple with a juicy balance of plum. Then there's florals and spices that make this more intriguing. There's a Latafa clone that replicated the same Invictus scent, but what separates this from that fragrance is the projection, bruh. It's just different. The only downside to this is the longevity. It lasts 2 to 4 hours, but I'm gonna let you know now, people are bound to smell you. When a woman walks past you and gets a whiff of this, she's gonna come to her senses and think, damn, my man's a little itty bitty boy compared to him. Hawass for him is great, but it's not better than 9 PM. Not at all. Next fragrance coming up is gonna be a problem for 9 PM. That fragrance is Assad Bourbon. Look, I understand if you're skeptical. The Assad line doesn't have the best track record of fragrances, but this, I can assure you, is great. This is cloning the most wanted EDP Intense, and while that's a great fragrance, it's $130, while this will cost you $25. Hence the name. This comes off luxurious and boozy from the spices, cacao, and bourbon vanilla. You can wear this casually, but I wouldn't recommend it because it lasts 2 to 4 hours. Instead, wear it to an event like going on a cruise ship, going to the club, the bar, you get me? With this, you ain't gonna smell like them cheap liquors like E&J. You're gonna smell more like E.H. Taylor and Old Forester birthday bourbon. Not only with this will you be more confident in your scent, but you'll also stand out from all the other men in the room, which will make you more intriguing to these women. And Assad Bourbon is the best panty dropping fragrance for now. Next up is a newer fragrance that has never been on the channel before. That fragrance is 9 PM's Rebelle. What it's cloning is up to you. Some people believe it's Rave Now, some people believe it's Baccarat Rouge 540 Extra de Parfum. I think it's Rave Now personally. When you initially spray this, it's gonna be sweet, creamy, smooth, woody, and fruity. I feel like the projection on this fragrance was very lackluster compared to Afton's 9 PM, which was immaculate. With my experience with it, it's a very light scent, so it lasted 4 hours. Not gonna lie to you, 9 PM Bourbon will be great for this summer, especially if you want yourself a little beach babe. And hell no, it's not better than Assad Bourbon. Next up is one that I feel like everybody should have in their collection for sure, and it's better than Assad Bourbon. It's from Alexandria Fragrances, Italian Caramel. This is by far my favorite gourmand cologne of all time, not only because the scent is good, but the quality you get for the price? Crazy. Another great thing that they did with this fragrance is balanced out the sweetness to where it's not girly. It has caramel and milk, giving it this sweet and creamy vibe, with additional notes making this feel even more delectable. Even though all the other fragrances were still good options, this is by far my favorite and the best panty dropping fragrance you can get. Everybody else's scent is so serious. While wearing this, you're gonna seem like you're not trying at all. With how edible this smells, if you're lucky enough, a woman might come and try and eat you if you catch my drift. This has got to be the best panty dropping fragrance you can get. If you want more clone fragrances women find irresistible, go watch my top 10 Latafa fragrances women find irresistible video.